All right, a lot of good work out there today. Really physical, a lot to clean up. Defense really had a better hand probably for most of the day today. We're playing a real physical brand of ball. We weren't able to connect on a couple plays down the field. Had a couple costly takeaways. But then there were some moments. Offense had some success in 2 minutes there at the very end of the series. Had some success in the red area. So some good back and forth towards the end. Overall, I think we'll be able to watch this and get a good idea where we're sitting at as a team.
Is that reflective of camp defense being ahead of the offense? Or
no, I wouldn't say that. There's been a lot of back and forth. Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth. I know last scrimmage, I think I maybe said something similar. There has. It's been back and forth, but today they came out and played a little bit better. I thought last week offense came out and drove the ball, really early in the scrimmage, and then defense kind of recovered in the second half. Today it was a little bit the other way.
Are there a few factors that you think kind of were really key for the defense being better early in the day than they were last Saturday?
They played better. I mean, I think that's the main factor.
In what ways? Like, can you get into specifics of?
Well, when the offense doesn't get a first down, the defense stops them.
There you go.
Like, you guys are really digging in on this. Like, they played better at the beginning of the scrimmage.
Is that something you challenge them to see them start?
I mean, I challenge every one of our players to play better.
You noted 4 turnovers last week. You said there were a couple today. How many were there today?
I'm not telling you. There were some turnovers.
What do you think of live tackling? You said that was
it was better. The tackling today was better. Tackled better as a group. Again, I think that's part of learning. You're not in thud mode, right? So they came out here knowing that they had to get them to the ground for it to count.
How important are just these live reps, being closer to season? Just how much more are the guys looking forward to having the ability for these live reps before you got to go out and do it against an opponent?
Well, you want guys that enjoy playing football. Our guys enjoy playing football. I think we're getting to the point now where we're anxious probably to start hitting somebody else rather than our own team. But you want a team that's physical and that competes, and that's what we have.
With Dorless, Keon, or JPJ able to go today?
Those guys are limited.
Who were the centers today?
The rest of the cycle. We had a lot of guys repping here in multiple positions.
You really have emphasized speed at the beginning of fall camp. Just what kind of speed when you go into these scrimmage situations? What are some examples of maybe the speed that you're still looking for that has improved maybe from the first scrimmage to this scrimmage?
As much as anything, speed of operation, right? Are we snapping the ball in a timely fashion on offense, getting the ball snapped, able to go tempo at times and line up defensively? All those pieces, really carry over.
Just trying to get a sense of what this is going to look like in terms of the depth chart and those sort of decisions. And
I think we'll have a better idea coming out of today.
A lot of players have just talked about the playbook and how much their knowledge has grown. How would you rate the freshmen that just came in? How would you rate their identity with the playbook compared to some of the guys that have now, this is their second year under your system?
Yeah, a couple of things. I think one, we're learning how to teach it better, right? We have a group that's come in and they're picking it up, and the guys that really want to be great are. That being said, some of these guys going into the second year, it's definitely a lot more fluid for them.
Stephen Jones in particular, when you increase the competition in the interior spots, as a guy who is here, not coming in trying to win a job, trying to hold on to a job. What have you seen from him these first couple of weeks, how he's approached that and how he's been doing it?
Yeah, he's attacked it every single day. And the good thing about Steve is he provides some position flexibility. He's been at tackle, he's been at guard, maybe not as much seen in games, but we've been able to move him around at different spots in practice. He has great experience, but he's done a good job.
How was special teams today?
There's good and bad. I have to go back and watch the film, and check our placement of kicks and things like that. But overall, there were some good performances there.
A lot of significant weight gains by the team year over year in particular. Is that something you guys were looking for and emphasizing, Coach Love was emphasizing in terms of that you wanted to see half the team gain significantly?
There's certainly guys that are on weight gains, and then there's guys on weight loss, right? So there's a combination of both. There's the goal is to get bigger, faster, stronger. So if we can maintain and carry weight at a higher weight, but still maintain our speed and be able to prevent injuries in the process, we want to do that.
Without having to look at the film, you said the defense kind of controlled the day. What are some things that you want the offense to kind of work on this next week going into the next scrimmage?
Yeah, just developing a rhythm, right? Just developing a rhythm, and it's hard to get in a rhythm if you're not getting first downs early. We got some first downs early, and we just didn't finish drives. The very first drive, I think, was a 15-play drive, but we didn't finish the drive, right? So being able to finish drives is really important.
The last couple of days of the camp portion of preseason, Dan, anything left to install? Is this going to be a lot of...
Majority of your offense, defense, special teams stuff is in. Now you'll have wrinkles here and there, but for the most part, we have our stuff in.
What are you still looking for out of your cornerback to kind of determine who are going to be the guys there?
You got to go back and watch the film from today, but the traits haven't changed. You're looking for guys that can play the ball in the air, right? You're looking for guys that can execute the defense, what's called, and then guys that can get people on the ground.
guess aside from the obvious of it being earlier in the day, how does your day change now you're going to mornings for practices?
Just that it's in the morning. We'll do our walkthroughs in the afternoon, but it puts us a little bit more in our routine with what we do during the season.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.